Through two here and a good one.
Kevin, I've got...
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first third quarter starting here now.
Lillard has been playing really well. He's got 19 points, and he's put one three-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he's got to take his time behind the arc.
Batum and Aldridge are the power tandem. Lillard and Matthews pair up in the backcourt. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Whiteside, good.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Clark. I mean, they're getting after it. They're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly.
Savage. That's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
Then kicks to Whiteside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Whiteside's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Luol Deng is the definition of a gamer. He averaged over 38 minutes a game over the last 5 seasons with the Bulls. Played with a fractured thumb, torn ligaments in his wrist. He always goes all out at both ends every time he's on the court.
Another shot, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. Wade from outside. Wade missing again.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done. Pedal to the metal right now, really pushing it.
Yep, 3 of their last 5 makes coming in transition, guys.
Drilled from 11 feet out. Wade's got 7 points in the game. Dwayne Wade last season drawing... Motivation. Kevin Durant said that his former teammate James Harden had passed Wade as one of the top 10 players in the league.
Yeah, and Wade, vowed to make Durant respect his place in history. Durant said, "Hey, don't tell me, show me." And some back and forth before the season even began between the two stars. Very interesting.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. There's the lob to the hoop. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Looky here. How about that one? That play. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook for future reference.
Perfectly done. He put it on a platter for him.
He
Gosh,
sure
that was
did.
neat.
And how about the touch on the finish, too? That was really nicely done.
This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even a exhibition game, not a close game like this.
How frustrated Steve is on
Well, I just, you know what,
he's
Kevin?
disgusted.
Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
And Wade, as with all great players, has tremendous pride, and he's dealt with knee problems. As he's dealt with his knee problems, he's listened for those doubters who say he's too old, too injured, too slow to be a factor. And I wouldn't be surprised if those words have been used as motivation by Dwayne Wade.
Whiteside with it. Aldridge is there. Whiteside, no good. Aldridge with it. He's picked up by Whiteside. A 3. They get it back.
Showing some strength in the paint. Tough rebound.
Fires from deep. Dang with the bucket. Dang's got 5 points now this quarter.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
And the Heat resting Wade strategically last season. He sat out a lot of back-to-back games trying to keep him healthy. Things for sure, when he's on the court, he's still one of the best in the game.
No good from Bosch. Trailblazers trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw. The defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Leonard, he's checked in for Lopez. Wallow comes in for Nicholas Batum. McCollum's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Damian Lillard. Anderson, he's checked in for the Heat. Haslam comes in for Chris Bosh. Now here's McCollum. Wade is covering. Aldridge kicks to McCollum. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Can't get a much better look than that, though.
Sure can't. Not one you'd expect him to miss there.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, 2 seasons ago, the Heat were rolling. They won a franchise record 66 games. 27 of those came consecutively. Last season, they managed the regular season. They knew they had to pace themselves in an effort to try to win a 3rd straight championship.
Josh McRoberts is checked in for Luol Deng.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
And last season, I'd say, guys, the Heat more or less just conceded that #1 seed to the Pacers.
Yeah, almost like a marathon runner. You know, they just didn't want to burn out early, so they just kind of found their pace throughout the season. And they weren't worried too much about the home seed. They were concerned more with their own health. And I thought Eric Spoelstra handled all of those dynamics perfectly.
And he gets it to go. And now it's a 12-point Heat lead.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They're piling up the assists.
Out of bounds, Portland's edge possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Blake for 3. No luck.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backcourt.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you. The rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
The Trailblazers shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Aflalo goes in. Aaron Aflalo coming off his best season yet, Steve, an 18-point-per-game score. Shooting well from the field, 3-point range, and a lot.
And, Kevin, when you think about the efficiency, it's made even more impressive when you consider that he drew a lot of defensive focus. You know, he's as close to a sure thing as you can possibly have when he steps to the line.
Kicks to Chalmers. To the left wing. Misses the 3. Trailblazers trail by 10. Here's McCollum. Wide open shot is on the money. McCollum's got 6. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right. Now, tough to see.
Yeah, and as many times as you see it, Clark, you never like to see a player have to come out of the game with an injury.
Especially when it's your own teammate. But the other guys just have to step up in the meantime to make up for his absence. Next guy up is what we say. And, you know, Aflalo has always been a hard worker, but starting in the summer of 2013, he took his offseason regimen to a new level, working out 3 times a day for 12 weeks. He wanted to ensure he had the legs to defend and produce offensively at a high level. And as always, his work has paid off.
And you look at Aflalo, an all-star candidate last season. I think Orlando's losing record kept him out, but he can continue to produce in a winning situation. I like his chances.
Miami leading by 7. Wade can't hit.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face. Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
Chalmers dishes to Haslam. Here's Dang. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall.
Keep it simple every time I flow. If you step to me, I shall throw blows. Raise up black guys, break no.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, this had to be the choice. It's an absolutely sensational feat, putting him way up there above the rim so that only his teammate could catch it. And not only does he do it, but he powers it down from there.
Yeah, the timing of these plays are just phenomenal.
No question.
On the floor for Miami, starting the 4th. Dang and Bosch with a 3 and 4. Johnson is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Whiteside in at the 5 spot.
Damian Lillard off to a great start to his NBA career. Year 1, he was the 4th ever unanimous Rookie of the Year. And then year 2, his first All-Star year.
2 shots.
And Damian Lillard last season, the first player in NBA history to compete in all 5 major All-Star events.
Well, let's count them off right now, partner. He did the Rising Stars Challenge, the Skills event, 3-point shootout, the dunk contest, and he played in the big game on Sunday.
That's a busy weekend.
That's a full weekend, and the young fellow handled himself well in all 5 of them.
The Heat leading by 5. Ennis in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 5 assists in the game. Here is Lillard into Lopez. And he uses the glass on the way.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
Now, this is when defenses have to protect the basket with everything they've got. Force the offense to shoot from the perimeter.
Shots good by Bosch.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
Trailblazers trail by 8. Here's Lillard. It gets rebounded by Ennis.
And are they ever working inside? Good job on the glass.
Excellent job on the glass, Steve. I agree. I mean, they're battling in there. They're fighting, they're scrapping, they're clawing, and they're getting the job done.
Nobody near Lillard. Lillard, right side. Misses off the left iron.
Oh, that's a frustrating one there. Easy look at the hoop.
Wade with it. Now guarded by Aflalo. Dang gets a wide open look. And another basket for Miami.
Well played right there, and you can feel the momentum changing.
I think this league will continue to move upward unless something unforeseen happens.
LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for the Trailblazers. Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for the Heat. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. The three-pointers obviously have been hurting them, and he told his players, we've simply got to play them tighter on the perimeter. We can't afford to give them these wide-open looks. Kevin?
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing.
Time now for an injury report.
Guys, I got an update from head athletic trainer of the Heat. At this point, he thinks that he tore his patellar tendon, and that is never good news. That's the kind of injury that will keep him out not just today, but for what could be a lot more games to come, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Guys, the only thing you can wish for Is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. I don't know, though. I mean, one way or another, it seems to me as though it's going to be a long time before we see him back in uniform.
Yeah, such a shame, guys. You always hate to hear of any player getting injured, and this one, this does not sound good. And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Shot's good. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
And he had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Wade up top. He's covered by Matthews. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by the Heat. Dang's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
They get it back. Matthews, no one around him, and a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in.
In the first half, they had damage near the street, but finding themselves down now, they started to cast up a lot more triples.
Miami leading by 8. And Chalmers kicks to Wade. And it's Wade again missing.
And he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one anyway.
And a virtual free look at a three-point shot. The defense completely lost him there.
Dang with it. Matthews covering. Wade drives in, and the rejection by Lopez. They retain possession. 6 to shoot. And again, it's the Heat missing. And here are the Trailblazers. Right now, they're a 9-0 run, and it's blocked by Dang. Into Lopez. He feeds it to Lillard. Second shot opportunity, and right through it goes. Lillard's got 28.
Well, you got to love this energy right now. They're getting hot right when they absolutely have to.
Time is of the essence here. I mean, they do not look like they're going to let down the intensity.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for Miami.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shot.
And they've really done a nice job on the glass. A lot of second chance points here tonight.
Well, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Dang passes to Whiteside. Takes it from 10. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Matthews, no one around him. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Matthews has got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. Miami's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Scooped up. The kick out to Dang. Chalmers against Lillard. Chalmers dishes to Bosch. A second chance effort, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
It's been a solid outing for Bob. He's got 11 points, and he put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he's got to take his time behind the arc.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
The other thing they're doing, Clark, is scoring a lot of points off turnovers, forcing mistakes and cash shots.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
The Heat shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. And stolen by Aldridge. Lillard outside. From downtown, Miami grabs the miss.
Been a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
And the foul on Wade. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Great defense. He anticipated the play and got there first.
Yeah, I think he got there in time. Nice play.
Chalmers against Lillard. Connects.
Boy, and just look at what Damian Lillard is doing.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Whiteside. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
The offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
The Blazers on offense. They're on a 20-3 run.
Defensive foul. Chris Bosh. That's his second
And that
personal
hurts as he
foul.
doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
Shooting for Portland.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
Major missed opportunity. That should have been game over, guys.
Here is Chalmers. The kick out to Bosh. Poke loose. Wade with no one around. And the miss.